Imagine you have hundreds or even thousands of contacts and you need to find only the information you want. But how can we do this efficiently in a database? Searching is just one example of how we need to control the data we retrieve. We can filter records, remove duplicates, group the data, filter the data, and arrange the results. That's where SQL clauses comes in. SQL gives us different clauses to do exactly that. In this video, let's understand these clauses with practical examples. Here I have displayed the table what we have created in a first video, that is student info. Now suppose I only want the details of student whose name is Martin. Then I can use the where clause. So I am using here select star from student info where name is Martin. Now notice the result. Instead of displaying the entire table, SQL displays only the record that satisfy this condition. So the basic purpose of where clause is filtering records based on a condition. In simple words, where tells SQL which row we want. Now let us try another condition. Suppose I write where subject 1 equal to 78 and name equal to Amar. Here we are asking SQL to find a row where subject 1 equal to 78 and name equal to Amar at the same time. So we get no row selected because AND condition requires both condition has to be true. Now let us replace AND with OR. So I am using here OR condition. This time we get the records of both Amar and Martin because with OR satisfying either one of the condition is enough. Since we have used select star from student info where subject 1 equal to 78 or name equal to Amar, we are getting the complete details of the students. Instead of selecting all the columns using the asterisk symbol, suppose I only want the name and subject 1 marks. So I write select name, subject 1 from student info where subject 1 equal to 78 or name equal to Amar. Now SQL displays only the column that I requested. The where clauses filters the row while the select list decides which column are displayed. Now let us look at the another commonly used keyword, that is distinct. Suppose I want to see the different values present in the column. I can write select distinct subject 1 from student info. Now notice the result. If the same marks occurs multiple times, SQL displays it only once. You can see here, so purpose of distinct is to remove the duplicate values from the result. One important clarification here, distinct is not technically a SQL clause. It is a keyword used with a select, but because it is very commonly discussed along with the SQL clauses, so I wanted to include it here. Next one is order by clauses. So I do use select star from student info order by subject 1. We already have a subject 1 marks, right? But I want them arranged from highest marks to the lowest mark. Here descending means descending order. If I want the opposite, I can use ASC, which means ascending order. The main purpose of order by is to sort the result. We can also sort using more than one column. For example, here you can see order by subject to descending I have taken. After that, roll number ascending. Here SQL first sorts the records based on subject to in descending order. If multiple records have the same subject to value, then SQL uses roll number in a ascending order to decide their order. So order by can use it with multiple columns and each column can have its own sorting direction. Now we move towards next one, that is group by clauses. Let us take the subject to column. In our table, subject 2 contains marks like 78, 78, 65, 56 and 90. If I write select subject 2 from student info group by subject 2, the output may look very similar to distinct. We get each subject 2 marks only once. So you may wonder then what is the difference between distinct and group by? This is an important question. Distinct is mainly used when we simply want to remove duplicate value from the result. But group by is used to create groups of rows having the same value, usually so that we can perform calculation on those groups. And that's where group by becomes much more useful. Let's use an aggregate function called count. Now I write select subject 2 comma count in bracket star from student group by subject 2. Look carefully at the result. Now we are not simply getting the different subject 2 marks. SQL is actually grouping students who have the same subject 2 marks. Then count calculates how many students belongs to each group. For example, if two students scored 78 marks, the result will show like this. I only the groups were subject to having 78 marks. Here I am going to use one more clauses having. Having used to filter groups, and this is an important distinction. Where filters rows but having filters groups. Keep this difference in mind because it is one of the most important concept in SQL. Now let us make the query a little more interesting. Suppose I want to consider only the student. So name equal to Martin I have taken. Here where filters the rows based on name. Then I go with group by. Group by creates groups from the remaining rows. Then having filters those groups. So the order of processing is important. Where after that group by, after that having. And this is a good example to understand difference between where and having. So now let us make our example more practical. We already discussed the alter command in the first video. So I will quickly add another column called city to our student info table. After adding the column, let us assume that some of the student have city value, that is Bengaluru. Now interested filter based on student's name. Let's filter based on city. For example, so I will take here where city equal to Bengaluru. Now we are working with a condition based on city, and this time let us combine multiple clauses in a single query. Now comes the most important example for this video. Let us combine what we have learned so far. Suppose we want to consider only student from Bengaluru. Second condition, group them based on subject 2 marks, and third condition is like keep only groups having more than one student, and finally sort the result. Our query can look like this. Select subject 2. Next we do use aggregate function count from student where city. There I do use Bengaluru. Group by subject 2 having group by subject 2 column. Next having condition I do use there subject 2 marks should be greater than 40. Now let us understand what is happening step by step. First where city equal to Bengaluru. It filters the records and keeps only the student from Bengaluru. Next we do use group by subject 2. It creates group based on subject 2 marks. Then having condition I have used. There I have mentioned subject 2 marks should be greater than 40. It keeps only those groups where more than one student has particular marks. Next I will take the same query. So at the end I will change one thing. So I will add order by. So order by subject to descending order. It sorts the final result from the highest subject 2 mark to the lowest. So in a one query, we have used where, group by, having, and order by. This is where you can see how these clauses works together to build a powerful SQL query. When these SQL are combined, we can perform much more meaningful analysis using SQL. So that brings us to the end of our practical introduction to SQL clauses. We started with a simple filtering using where, moved towards sorting with the order by. After that, we used grouping with a group by, filtering groups using having condition, and finally combined them together in a single query. But this is only the beginning. In the next video, we are going to move into another very interesting part of SQL, where we will explore more powerful concepts and queries. So if you are learning DBMS step by step, make sure you are continue with the next video.